There's a hole on the surface of Mars, and scientists have no idea what it's inside it. This is not the hole that's recently found. This is an older one, again on Mars. But what's coming up is a black and white image of a hole on the surface of Mars that is in the Arsia Mons area. And then you'll see a crater on Mars that's supposedly nuked. So what's happening here? According to Universe Today Even Go, the mystery hole is in Arsia Mons, captured by the high-rise camera on NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, and the pit is only a few meters across, but we don't know how deep it goes, they say. So it's quite deep. Human visitors to Mars need somewhere to shelter from the radiation, temperature swings, and dust storms that plague the planet. If the planet is anything like Earth or the Moon, it may have large underground lava tubes that could house shelters. Collapsed sections of lava tubes called skylights could provide access to these subterranean refuges. Does the hole on Mars lead to a larger underground cavern? And this image was captured by high-rise image science experiment high-rise camera on NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO. The pit is only a few meters across and is in the Arsia Mons region of Mars. Arsia Mons is one of the 3 dormant volcanoes in the Tharsis Montes group of 3 volcanoes. Now, I did post a video on this quite some time ago concerning that dot above those 3 volcanoes. If you join that dot to the middle the middle dot, and make a triangle, make lines joining the other 2 dots, basically you have isosceles triangles. Okay, 2 triangles that mirror each other. That's a very strange geometric pattern found on the surface of Mars. But going back to this is the colorized image of the surface of Mars, created with data from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The line of 3 volcanoes is Tharsis Montes, with Olympus Mons to the northwest, as we can see the biggest one, and Valles Marineris to the east, Arsia Mons in the southernmost volcano, and the 3 that comprise Tharsis Montes. The Tharsis region of Tharsis Bulge is a vast volcanic plain that's thousands of kilometers across. It's elevated compared to the rest of Mars and averages about 10 kilometers above, that's 33,000 feet above the planet's mean elevation. The region was volcanically active in the past, obviously, and features like the pit are a direct result of ancient volcanic activity. Several pits in the Arsia Mons region may be collapsed skylights or openings into subterranean lava tubes. However, there is much uncertainty about this, and an image of one of them shows an illuminated sidewall, which could indicate that it's just a cylindrical pit. The whole of the feature image could be only a pit or a shaft and not an entrance to a cave or a lava tube. They're found in Hawaiian volcanoes, where they're called pit craters. They don't connect to long caves or lava tubes. They're the result of collapse that happens much deeper underground. In Hawaii, the pit craters range from 6 to 186 meters, that's 20 to 610 feet deep, and from 8 to 1,140 meters, that's 26 to 3,740 feet wide. The Arsia Mons pit in the leading image is only about 178 meters, that's 584 feet deep. And we have a much better understanding of lava pits and tubes on the Moon than we do on Mars. We know some of them are thermally stable at about 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and we also have better images of them with intriguing glimpses of boulder-covered floors. So lots of thinking is going into how to explore these lunar caves and lava tubes, including conceptual designs for robots that could explore them. Maybe on the Moon, astronauts can take shelter inflatable habitats inside these tubes where they're protected from temperature swings, radiation, and micrometeorites. But Mars is another question. There's no reason that lava tubes should not exist on Mars. In fact, Mars' gravity is much weaker than Earth's, and that should allow for much larger tubes. Images of Mars show real riles, which are collapsed tubes, and it seems likely that not all of these tubes have collapsed to form riles. One pit on the Martian volcano Pavis Mons is particularly intriguing. There's some kind of void under the pit, but the nature of the pit is difficult to ascertain. Is it a lava tube? If it is, it dwarfs most tubes on our Earth. Martian lava tubes are still a mystery, and scientists have found plenty of morphological evidence suggesting that they are plentiful. But in science, you can't assume they're there, even though it seems likely that they are. There's no clear reason why they would not be. Could they one day provide shelter for astronauts? Maybe. We need a robotic mission to explore them first. This was originally published on Universe Today, and this is on Science Alert by Even Go. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.